And so, yeah, could you share a little bit about your Mandarin journey?
I took Chinese in university, but you never really pay attention. I learned it mostly here, listening to music and bargaining in the night market. Before, when I got here, I used to bargain with them all the time, and I would sit down and make friends. I used to live around the Shilin night market when I first got here. That would be my classroom. So just Chinese. I learned how to buy and sell fruit, the different fruit, the clothes, skirts, pants, shoes, scarf. Absolutely, it's my branding now.
It really is. I haven't seen you without a scarf now. Every time we hang out,
it really makes the outfit.
It really does.
I'm wearing a T-shirt, just a regular gym T-shirt, but you put a scarf on top of it, and then it's couture. You're ready for the runway.
Boom.
It's just a scarf, just accessorize it. I'm wearing that dirty gym T-shirt, scarf on it. Oh,
love it, man.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. My name is John Drummond, or Yang Haoen.
Hello, 大家好，欢迎各位再度来到 NG 英文，我是 Angela。
We have a great episode for you today with my good friend Manuel, who's known around the professional and Taiwanese community as Manuel Edghill.
是的，今天我们请到了来自南美洲委内瑞拉 Venezuela， 但是在美国加州长大，现在已经在台湾生活14年的超级奶爸 Manuel 来分享他在科技领域的相关经验。
My guest today is from Venezuela. However, he has been living in Taiwan for about 15 years now. He is a graduate from the Global MBA program from NTU and has had a wonderful career in Taiwan in the tech industries. He is a lover of curiosity, connecting people, and so much more. So everyone, please welcome my new friend and becoming my good friend,
all right.
Manuel.
Hey, thank you.
Boom. What's up, brother?
Nothing, man. Living the dream.
You are
complain.
living the dream, man. So cool, man. We were just kind of reminiscing a little bit right there about how we met.
Yes.
And it was in an elevator.
In an elevator. I picked you up in an elevator.
You did. You picked me up. You were like, you look like you're hungry.
Yeah.
And I was. And you invited me out with your new friends that you had just met.
Yes.
And
we went to a blockchain event.
That's right.
And then I met our friend now, Joe.
Joe. Yep.
Ex-Googler. 2 ex-Googlers, right?
2 ex-Googlers.
And we just met, and there was like some fun, funky dynamic, and we were about to eat, and then you were there, you were smiling, you were trying to figure out what the heck is going on with these 3 guys.
Yes.
And he's like, you want to eat with us, don't you? Let's go. And we had some tacos.
We had some great tacos, and it was amazing. Yeah, because shout out to Joe and Ryan from ex-Googlers. Yeah. I thought you guys had been like best friends since college, and you were just cracking me up.
That's how we connect.
And,
I connect with people real quick.
You do, man. It's really is your superpower, and I can't wait to share kind of more about your life, because wherever you seem to go, you light up a room. So,
no, thank you, man. That's
yeah,
nice.
Man. Well, do you mind though giving our audience here on NG Ingwen a little introduction? Who is the man, the myth, the legend?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Manuel Edghill. I am from Venezuela. That's in South America. And I grew up in Los Angeles. I moved there when I was 13. And then I hopped around to other places. I ended up in Taiwan doing an exchange for my university. I loved it. I went back. I graduated. I did some law. I didn't follow the law thing. But then I moved to Taiwan to do an MBA. And I never left. 14 years now.
14 years.
Yeah.
And are we allowed to say it's unfortunately coming to an end?
Yes, you could say that. Yes, I'm leaving Taiwan after 14 years. I can't believe it. Yeah, originally I was only supposed to be here for 2 years for my master's, and then I've been prolonging that for for a total of 14 years now.
14 years.
Moving
Well,
back now to
incredible.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, back to Los Angeles, and I'm really excited for you because it really is a new chapter for you, and we'll dive into that a little bit. Was that MBA program at NTU?
Yes. The
GMBA. The GMBA program.
Yeah.
My CEO Charlie is a GMBA-er.
Nice.
And so we always do collaborative work with
Really?
the GMBA programs.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm part of the Alumni Association.
You've probably bailed on our events then all the time. Because,
oh, no.
Yeah, we always
No.
do stuff with Nina Zhu right now is running it.
Oh, yeah, you got to tell me, man. I'll show up. I didn't know this.
This guy.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm teasing. I'm totally giving you a hard time. But yeah, man, I love the GMBA program, and I'm so happy you found work after the GMBA program.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people have trouble with that, especially 14 years ago. But I was quite lucky. I found my work through a pool party, funny enough.
Really?
Just networking. I was about to move to Shanghai and follow my finance, investment banking dream that I thought I wanted to be. But I met the CEO of a company, and he hired me. And I became a techie right after that. Never a banker.
Never a banker.
It's interesting.
Right into the tech scene. And that just makes so much sense because knowing how we met and now seeing you out at events,
right?
That is how you network. Yeah, man. And so you got into tech, and so you've worked in a few different companies here in Taiwan. Is that correct?
Correct. So at the beginning, I've been lucky in a way, and this goes back to finding a job here. I've been lucky in a way that all the companies that I work for are very Western friendly or even American companies. So the first company I worked for is called AMI, American Megatrends. And then I got into, the startup scene, incubation, getting VC money, getting government money, and leaning towards, product management and launching web apps, which had nothing to do with my financial background, right?
But you knew where to spend the money.
That's right.
You knew how to budget.
That is true. Yes, I had to
which
do a
is
lot
valuable.
of business plan. Yes. And then I moved to a startup. The startup did well. And then after that startup, I moved back to the corporate life at ViewSonic. And I was there for 7 years doing strategic partnerships, program growth, and leading some teams there and doing some amazing stuff with the software. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, man. It's
and now I'm not working.
And now he is a stay-at-home dad.
Yes, I had a child.
Shout out to dad life.
Yes. So I stopped working and I'm taking 2022 off.
Well,
so I'm hanging out with my kid. It's great.
It's so valuable. I'm so grateful that you can do that, to be honest.
Yes.
That's some formative
It really
bonding.
makes me appreciate a lot, especially time. To be honest, I appreciate time spent with the kids, spend time with my friends, because everything is so limited. And then you get to see time move so fast as you see your kid grow, because they're so tiny. So they grow so fast. It's incredible.
It's a beautiful perspective. And yeah, wow. I mean, to think about how you're getting to spend time with him now, to do that is so cool. And so it's fun. A connection we didn't know we had is I've done a lot of commercials for ViewSonic.
Right. I found out after I met you. Yes.
I've done a lot of the voice acting work for them and some of just the visual stuff as well. So
that's awesome.
It's very.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Now ViewSonic runs my office.
Nice. Yeah, I saw it. It's got monitors.
Yeah, man.
Thank
you. It's very cool, and I love that you're kind of taking a fun word here in English, sabbatical. Now you're taking some time for yourself to spend with your son, with your family.
Yes.
And what do you think is next, though, in the chapter of 2023, let's say?
Oh, good question. As you know, I'm very active. Even during my 9-to-5 corporate life, I was still very active in the blockchain community. I've known about blockchain since 2010. Actually, yeah.
OG.
An OG. So this guy named Joel Bowman, who was my Spanish student, because I speak Spanish. He works at a private research firm that they do financial consulting and things like that. And he used to live across the street from your office here, actually. And he was mining. Sorry, Joe, that I'm spilling out your beans, but I think it's quite public information anyways. If you follow him on Twitter, he talks about it.
Is he mining Bitcoin?
He used to, yeah. So he's doing pretty well, I hope. He told me,
if he didn't lose it in Mt. Gox.
No. I hope no. I don't think so. He told me about Bitcoin in 2010, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, sure. In retrospect, I would have loved that he paid me on Bitcoin or our Spanish classes. Long story short, I've been following the space since then. However, I thought Bitcoin was already too expensive in 2011. You have to remember, I was a college student, so I got into Ether and Litecoin, and I've been doing a lot of things in the blockchain community building. So I definitely want to follow that in 2023. I like it. I think that is the future, and I want to be more involved in it. So as far as my path going forward, definitely something in Web3. I don't know, GameFi. I'm not sure yet, but I'm meeting very interesting people that have very interesting projects where I could see myself collaborating with. So definitely something there. I'm still not sure yet. I still got some time. I'll figure it out, I hope.
Oh, I know you will. I don't have a doubt in my mind, man. And it's so cool because, yeah, like you said, you've been following along and you feel it's your interest and your passion,
right.
and now to kind of translate that into full-time work, potentially moving forward for the next chapter of you is beautiful. And I see that's what a lot of our friends are doing, right?
Yes.
Thinking about going back now to LA,
right.
Will you try to keep connection to Taiwan in one way or another?
Oh, absolutely. Well, my wife is Taiwanese and I have a family, so I'll definitely be coming back once a year, doing the summer trips or any excuse, absolutely, to visit you.
I was about to say, please come back and visit me.
I'll visit you and
I'm coming out to visit you in LA in August.
I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool. Very
It's
cool.
Gonna be very cool, man.
So yeah, I'll definitely be coming back. Absolutely. Taiwan is now, in my heart for life. Yeah.
For life. Yeah, your son is half Taiwanese.
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
It's incredible.
Wow. That just blew my mind to think about that. Well,
it's insane.
节目上半段一开始，这里我们这位跟 John 在电梯里面搭讪认识的来宾呢，提到说他13岁的时候从委内瑞拉搬到加州定居，后来大学时期呢，短暂来台湾当交换学生之后，可能就是对我们台湾念念不忘吧，所以后来回美国念，在法律界闯了一阵子之后呢，就又再度回来台湾，跟我们西平方大佬查理一样，念台大的这个 GMBA。好，本来是打算念完书2年就离开，结果没想到一待就是14年。那时候毕业原本是准备要搬去上海，展开当时很想做的银行金融事业，但离开前呢，因为参加了一场泳池趴，让他认识了某位科技公司的 CEO， 请来宾呢就到他们公司去上班，所以也就决定不走了。没想到参加泳池趴还可以给自己弄到一份科技公司的工作。大家那个夏天快到了齁，赶快搜寻一下哪里有泳池趴准时出场，有没有？好，那除了刚刚讲的这个科技新创公司，来宾他后来还到了专门做显示器和投影机等等的这个全球企业 ViewSonic 做商务策略发展，带领团队呢完成了不少工作项目。只是现在呢，因为他有了小孩，所以为了要专心陪孩子长大，决定离开工作岗位1年，在家当超级奶爸，跟着宝贝儿子成长。那休息1年之后，在明年2023年呢，来宾除了希望能够在 Web 3.0 和游戏化金融 GameFi 发展以外，也会持续追踪区块链的消息，掌握最新资讯。讲到这个区块链呢，原来他早在12年前，在2010年的时候就已经知道区块链的存在了。因为呢，当时他有一位在财经顾问公司上班的西班牙文学生，常常会跟他聊区块链，分享比特币啦，还有就是你知道货币挖矿的一些相关消息。可惜当年只是在台湾念书的来宾，口袋也不是说很深，那对这方面呢也没什么兴趣，就听听而已。现在回想起来呢，当时的西文课学费真的实在是应该要跟他收比特币才对。那我们听下半段之前，这边有一个字大家来练习一下， sabbatical。 好，它除了可以用来表达像来宾这样子离开工作岗位休息1年，好，利用这个 sabbatical year 这休息1年呢好好来充电以外，通常也会用来指美国一些大学教授休的学术休假，也就是 sabbatical leave。 好，可以说某人呢 is taking a sabbatical，或者是某人 is on sabbatical。 好，那我们马上继续听下半段的分享。
And to think about all of these things happen because I met this guy who hired me at a pool party. Like the butterfly effect of me hanging out.
The butterfly effect. Great word here. Great phrase, I should say.
There you go.
My CEO.
Oh, nice.
He found me in the middle of nowhere and took a chance on me.
Oh.
And hired me.
There you go.
To do the voice of the app originally.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, is there any job I can do for you once that voiceover job stops? And he's like, do you have business experience? I was like, no.
I can surf.
Yeah, I was like, I can surf. I've run that before.
Yeah.
And I was just an English teacher at that time.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, All right, come in. Let's see what you can do.
Nice.
And
See,
he took a chance.
You always need that person. See, that's great because now I do that.
Ooh, you're paying it forward now.
So I built my couple of teams, and I've had felons who have had criminal records hired. I had people with disabilities hired. I had people who have absolutely no experience in the particular role, but they had the passion and they were driven. And during the interview process, they went above and beyond. And I was like, you know what? You're in. Fine. So now that I have the opportunity, since I did pretty well in my corporate life, I think I could say that.
He's a humble man.
So now that I was able to do that, I'm definitely playing it forward because I remember how tough it was. So like we talked about the GMBA, that's why I'm a member of the Alumni Association. So when I was in ViewSonic, we took interns from the GMBA program. At least every year we took a couple interns, and I took some interns in my team as well. And I promoted that collaboration with the GMBA for internships because back in my day, we didn't have that. So I'm always trying to figure out how I could do that. And I do a lot of pro bono work as well when there's like somebody that has an interesting project, but they don't know about positioning or, product management or things like that. They're maybe an artist or they're super into the tech and they don't see the go-to-market strategy for a particular project. So I've helped a couple of companies like that, and obviously I might get a little equity but I do it for fun because I always remember, that one guy. His name is Klaas, by the way. He's a legend in Taiwan. Klaas Sirvitsten. I don't know if I'm saying his last name. He's Norwegian. He's this giant Viking of a man.
Klaas.
Class.
Klaas.
Now he's doing a rapid testing for COVID.
Wow.
This guy's
he's still in Taiwan?
Yeah, he's still in Taiwan.
I'm going to have to get him on the show.
Yeah, he's another genius guy. But long story short, I always remember that he took a chance. So now I always try to do the same for other people.
Beautiful. Well said. Yeah, and shout out to Klaas. And
yes,
thank
you, Klaas.
Thank you, Klaas. And thank you, Charlie, for taking a chance on me.
Yeah, man.
And do you mind if we switch gears a little bit, kind of to the story of Manuel with your language?
Sure.
You were saying you've done some Spanish tutoring.
Right. Everybody has to do some sort of English or
some type
language
of,
tutoring in the rough times of Taiwan.
Yeah, to make ends meet before we figure it out.
Yes.
And so, could you share a little bit about, your Spanish, your English, and your Mandarin journey?
Sure. Well, Spanish, I was born into it, so that's lucky for me. My mom is from Argentina. My dad is Trinitarian Venezuelan, so
oh wow, cool.
Yeah, very interesting mix. My grandma spoke like a Jamaican lady.
I was gonna say that's Jamaican, right?
Yeah, with a Creole accent. It was a lot of fun.
Whoa, like a French Jamaican
accent. Yeah. He's like, oh boy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. She would make roti and Anyway, that's another story. So my language journey. Then I moved to the United States when I was 13, and that was tough. Because I had no English, zero. Usually kids learn quick when they're, in their 1-digit age, like 1 to 9, they capture it quick. But I was already a teenager, so it was a little rough. So I got bullied a bit, but luckily in California, there's a lot of Hispanics. So I found my way. And then I eventually learned it enough so I could have this conversation.
What a human.
Yeah. I learned it through TV, watching TV, and intensive schooling. I had, no joke, probably like 10 hours of English class every day. I didn't go to a proper school for the first 6 months, so I was a bit behind. But I did like intensive English. So like 10 hours English for 6 months every day. So that was intense.
Wow.
I remember that. I did not like it. But now, well, at least what I think is interesting, now I write English a lot better than some natives because I know the proper grammar. I know all these different things that they sometimes don't. But yeah, that was my English story. And now I moved to Taiwan. I took Chinese in university, but you never really pay attention. I learned it mostly here, listening to music and bargaining in the night market.
The eyes.
Yes.
The eyes love you.
Yeah.
or don't like you because you barter with them.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you barter with them anymore. Like you try to bargain down. I don't do that anymore. But before, when I got here, I used to bargain with them all the time, and I would sit down and make friends. I used to live around the Shilling night market when I first got here. That would be my classroom. So just
Beautiful.
Chinese. I learned how to buy and sell fruit, the different fruit, the clothes, skirts, pants, shoes,
That scarf.
Scarf, absolutely.
You've always got a great scarf on. I love it.
Yes, it's my branding now.
It really is. I haven't seen you without a scarf now. Every time we hang out.
It's like 80 degrees
It's
outside.
like I'm sweating and you're like,
yeah,
just
we
handsome
need
over here with
more
a scarf.
scars,
I
man.
love it.
Yeah, it really makes the outfit.
It really does. It does.
I'm wearing a t-shirt. Just a regular gym t-shirt, but you put a scarf on top of it, and then it's couture, you're ready for the runway.
Boom.
It's just a scarf. You just accessorize it.
It's beautiful, man. It's holistic. You created that environment and you had fun with it,
Yeah.
I'm sure I just know you as human now, and you probably were having a blast. Shooting the
hanging out
the
at
banter
the fruit shop.
at the fruit. Yeah, I just love it.
I kid you not, I was there for like hours just chit-chatting.
I bet. It's great. I'm so grateful that you could come on the show before you take off back to LA.
Sure. Thanks for having me. This is so much fun, man.
It's lovely. You've got a great story and a beautiful energy for life, so I hope you continue that
Thanks
spark.
a lot.
A question I'd love to end with, though, is if you could go back and talk to a younger Manuel, would there be any advice you give yourself about life, language, business, anything?
In retrospect, I think I was a bit too selfish, perhaps. So maybe appreciate other people a little bit more, listen a little bit more. I think I was maybe too self-driven and focused on me. And maybe I could have done better if it was more of an amplified view of community building and all the things that I do now. However, I don't know if I would be the guy that I am today if I wouldn't gone through the stuff that I did before. So it's a tough question, but at least I would have liked to be a little bit more selfless. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
bro. I love when you go deep. That's that's my bread and butter. I'm a deep diver.
All right.
So yeah, I think well said. Understanding that hey, you are better than who you used to be.
Yes.
I think is important.
Oh man, I always compete with myself.
Yeah.
I always look back.
Have some compassion for yourself too.
Oh man, it's hard.
We
but
didn't
yes.
know what we know now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know,
right.
so I think that's my lesson of 2022
Ooh.
is being a little easier on myself.
That's a good one.
Understanding that I am going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to grow from them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, that's a good one. Thank you.
Beautiful, my dude.
All right, buddy.
Can't wait to see you more for our monthly luncheons.
Yes. See you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday, and even though this will come out like in a month,
Well,
so maybe see you Tuesday still.
Will be a Tuesday. Yeah.
And I'll see you in LA.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Looking
man.
forward to it.
All right, Manuel.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank
Bye,
you for having
everyone.
me.
好，刚才在上半段我们不是有讲到说，来宾他之后会 take a sabbatical， 会离开工作休息1年吗？那其实他今年也会离开台湾，搬回加州洛杉矶生活。好，但虽然是这样子，他每年还是会回台湾待一阵子啦，毕竟在这边住了14年，也是有感情。好，而且太太跟小孩也都是有台湾血脉，所以各位不用担心帅哥要离台，好，没有来开玩笑的。这边他提到这个蝴蝶效应啊，大家不晓得刚才有没有抓到。就说当初来宾他因为参加了一场泳池趴而认识了某位赏识他的 CEO， 邀请他到他们科技公司上班，进而呢让他之后有机会到其他的这个科技公司服务。那也是因为同样这位 CEO 而让他展开往后在台湾一连14年的生活。而不只是他，就连我们主持人 John 也有类似经验。他提到之前还只是一个在教英文，然后偶尔帮希平方录音，对商业毫无头绪的外国人，但是希平方大佬们 Charlie 却愿意相信他，给他一个机会提拔他，好让他一路呢走到今天。好，这两个他们分享的例子都是所谓的这个因为一件小事情而影响整个后续发展的蝴蝶效应。 而且不是只是接受贵人帮助而已哦，来宾他现在也是把当年受到的恩惠呢继续传递出去，以过来人的经验去提拔他人。像例如他在公司要面试新人的时候，虽然可能有些人选的资格经历不是很符合要求，却会因为对方额外的努力呢而给对方机会。好，除了今天来宾他的事业生活分享以外，他们也聊到了他的成长和语言背景。原来啊，他是阿根廷和千里达的混血，而且因为千里达那边是加勒比海嘛，当地人说的都是以法文为基础的克里欧语，所以他会西班牙文，那个克里欧语也会讲，然后对法文也懂。那英文呢，从原本的0到现在这样子。现在我们听分享好像没什么，但是台上1分钟，台下10年功。当初他13岁搬到美国的时候，一个英文都不懂，而且还曾经因为语言不通而被霸凌。幸好呢，后来发愤图强，半年内每天上10个小时的英文课，才让他后来能够自在的用英文沟通。甚至写作的时候，也因为当年的密集英文课程，让他句子、文章结构都可以比母语人士写的还要完整。那后来到台湾之后呢，虽然有在学校上中文课，但真正对他有帮助的不是教室里面老师讲的，而是音乐歌词和在夜市跟人家杀价的时候学习效果最好。最后他提到啊，希望呢以前的自己啊可以多感恩他人一点，不要太自私太自我，要多听别人意见。好，他说是这样说啦，但是就像他讲的，如果没有当年那样子的自己，可能也不会有后来的领悟而做出这些改变，成为现在愿意给他人机会的人。好，对不对？所以都是蝴蝶效应啦。来2个字听完我们就结束。一个是刚才说的蝴蝶效应，它的英文说法很简单，就是 butterfly effect。那另外这个他们把爱传出去，把接收到的恩惠继续传递下去，就是刚才节目里讲的 pay it forward。 好，这个 pay 跟付钱没有关系哦。 OK， 好，那希望大家一样都有从今天的内容学到一些东西。大家等一下也可以去搜寻一下近期哪里有泳池吧，赶快去建立一下人脉，说不定有工作机会哦。好啦，没有啦，大家疫情期间还是要多多注意。拜拜。
Bye bye.
Peace. All right. Well, that is our NG Ingwen show for today. We hope everyone enjoyed listening to that. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now Spotify. You can search NG Ingwen, or you can search on IG, NG English ICRT. And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday morning from 6:30 to 7 and Wednesday night from 9 to 9:30. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
好啦，今天的节目就到这边告一段落啦，感谢各位的收听，别忘了订阅我们的 Spotify 还有 YouTube 频道哦。那喜欢我们节目的话，也要记得到 Instagram 到 IG 上追踪我们哦。如果各位有什么其他问题是想要问来宾的，也请欢迎在底下留言告诉我们，我们一定会想办法帮你问到手。好啦，那就下周在空中相会咯，拜拜。